In this video, we're going to take a look at the Fantasia Artist Premium Sketching Pencils. Let's get to it. Okay, the Fantasia Artist Premium Sketching Pencils. It comes in a very nice metallic case. Looks like I got a little bit of plastic or something that I'm going to have to take off here. So let me deal with that first. And then we will examine the package here. Hey, Catito. Okay, I got more plastic. Alright, let's take a close look here. It's got a nice beige case. I don't know if that color comes through. It might look white. At least on my screen it looks white, but to the eyes it's beige. It's a very nice case. It's a metal case. I really like metal cases. They're not like those cheap plastic things. You tear them apart, pencils go all over the place, and then you can't stick them back in. This is great because it's reusable. It says it has 6 sketching pencils. High quality graphite, soft grades for sketch work. Okay, and then it has something here. It says 100% wood from well-managed forest. Well-managed forest. Okay, and fsc.org. And in the back shows you a nice little sketch there, and then it says soft grades for sketch work. Grades 2B, 3B, 4B, 6B, 8B, 9B. And you can see that this here company is from England, but the pencils themselves were made in Indonesia. All right. So that would be it. Nice little drawing there. You can get a close-up there so you can see what it is. Looks like a little pond or something. Some grass. It's kind of a nice nice drawing of grass there. Not always the easiest thing to do. It's kind of the stuff that Smoothie 99 that he would do. Anyway, we open this up and you can see inside the can it says it's Fantasia 6 Artist Premium Sketching Pencils. The grades of soft leads were selected to be the most suitable for sketch work. Having extremely soft grades of 8B and 9B gives the artist the ability to widen the choice of application and creates an ideal medium for rough sketch work. Grades 2B, 3B, 4B, 6B, 8B, 9B. Wonder why we skipped 5B. Why did we skip 7B? Ah, the mystery continues. Alright. So, the first thing I noticed right away, and I'm going to zoom in here, because I'm going to give you my gripes first before I give you any praises. Hopefully, there are praises. Can you tell me which pencil is what grade just by looking at it? No. Okay, so that's my first beef, is drawing pencils that don't mark all the cylinders or all the sides of the hex pencil. So you have to kind of turn these around and see, now they start to show up. There's the 6B, there's a 4B and an 8B, and then here's a 9B here, and you keep turning them like this, and 6B shows up again. There's 3B. Let's get this guy here, 2B. There's your 8B. Alright, so you can tell right off the bat that they only put it on one side. Now there they are. So I don't like that. That's just a little extra work for me. When I'm trying to quickly pick a pencil, I have to start turning everything around. Now let's take a look at the individual pencils themselves. Now here I have this 2B here, so we'll just take a look at the 2B since all the pencils here are the same as far as the paint job and the appearance. We see here that is a very nice looking, I'd say it would be kind of a brownish color that I can tell in this light. It looks like a dark brown paint. It's matted, it's not glossy, it's definitely matted. Very smooth to the touch, which I really like. And it looks like the etching is in a silver. If that would probably be my best guess, is that's a silver etching where it says Fantasia Sketching 2B Premium. Now the tip, as you can see, is darker. It's a darker brown. At least I think it's brown. It may be black. Let's call that black. It's pretty dark. Let's see. Let me shine some more light on the subject here and see what it is, just in case here. Yeah, I would say that that is a black. Okay, and with this light, I would say the barrel is gray as opposed to dark brown. So I would say that's more of a gray. So the lighting depends on what light you kind of shine on it, which happens to be the case with all colors. It depends on the light that hits it and then comes and bounces off in your eye. I have some very bright white LED lighting just above. You can probably see a little bit of that on the wood table here. And it's diffused with some white paper because it's really, really bright. And it just gives me the impression that it's brown, but with that flashlight it came out kind of gray. So maybe we just call it in the middle there, but it is a gray. Taking a real close look at this. So it's a gray with a black dip. Now the black dip here on the tip here is a more of a satin or semi-gloss. It has a reflective appearance to it, whereas the rest of the barrel is matted. So there's really no reflection or hardly any at all. So this is a different kind of paint, okay, that's on the end here, the dip end, and than it is for the rest. Now, examining the wood itself of the pencil, it looks like very high quality wood. And as we've already read on the back of the can here, is that it comes from well-managed forest. I'm going to guess when they say well-managed forest, that they're probably saying that it comes from forest where they replant the trees, perhaps. I hope that's the case. We keep the resource going instead of depleting the planet of the trees that we need so badly. But it's a really nice, clean wood there. I don't see any serious potholes here. There are some, but that's, wood is wood. So that looks pretty good there. Now they're pre-sharpened, as you can see, but they're not long points, they're short points. I prefer longer points, but hey, you just sharpen it yourself. That's how it goes with just about anything. So why don't we just go ahead then and start checking out the shades and make sure that the shades are evenly spaced apart. And starting with the 2B, let's get a feel for how it draws, see if it's smooth, and if we can get some incremental darker shades as we go. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit closer here so you can see this. So let's start with this 2B. Okay, my first impressions is that it is a smooth pencil. And you would expect it from a B grade pencil. B for black or bold, however you want to look at it. I believe they say black. Could be either one. Whereas H is hard. It means it'll come out lighter, has more clay compound in it. This has more graphite in it than clay, so it should be smoother. I really love these smooth, dark pencils for writing as well, but this is a sketch set, so I won't be doing any writing with this. But that goes on really nice. I don't feel any grit, and it just feels like it's a very good quality pencil. So far, so good. Let's move on to a 3B. Okay, here's the 3B pencil, as you can see there. And I'll put it right next and see how it goes on. Okay. It's not as smooth as the 2B, oddly. I feel a little bit of resistance here, and okay, make sure that was a 2B, and it was a 2B I used. Okay, this is a 3B. And I'm going to have to say that this is not impressive here. This is a disappointment here so far. As you can see, I've spent plenty of time here. There seems to be more grit in this one here. Feels a little harder, but it I don't know. It doesn't even seem to be darker than the 2B. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks, but you know, I have to go by the tactile feel. I have to go by how does it feel, and it's just kind of weird because the 2B just had a different feel to it, and if I spend as much time on this 2B as I did on that 3B, I mean, it's like, I mean, seriously, the one on the left is a 2B, the one on the right is a 3B. So that's kind of odd, and that's just not good for the 2B to appear darker, and it feels smoother. That's weird. Anyway, so I'm going to go with the 4, but that I have to flag that. That's what these reviews are all about. You have to be, you know, very candid about it. Now this is a 4B. Let's hope we can get past the disappointment of the 3B here. Okay, this is better. See, right off the bat, I can feel it. I mean, I draw with pencils all the time, and you know, you get a feel for them. If you're doing it all the time, you know what a nice smooth 3B, 4B, all those pencils should feel like, and that 3B was very, very disappointing. So now I got this 4B going here, and it's going on smooth. So I'm glad to see that. And it's definitely darker than that 3B, but that's not saying much in this case because the 2B, I think, kind of came out darker. I go back and press harder on the 3B, but you know, I'm doing light pressure and I'm turning the pencil around a lot like I normally do. And as you see, the 4B comes out darker. See, the 4B is the darkest. So that's normal and that's good. That's a good 4B. So far it's just the 3B is kind of out of whack. All right, and then it jumps to, let's see, it jumps straight to a 6B. So we don't have a 5B. Let's go to a 6B. I have high hopes for the 6B here. Again, I could feel this one is very good quality. And it's coming in dark. That's good. Very smooth. Very, very nice. All right. Yeah, that's going on really good. I like that. Okay. So far, everything has been really good quality, with the exception of that 3B. I'm disappointed with the 3B pencil. So that may be just a bad 3B, and that's a quality control issue, so something to consider. And you can see that the 6B is definitely darker than the 4B, which is darker than the others. So the increments are working pretty good there. Now we go to an 8B. And let me go a little bit closer here for you so you can see them. You can see how that stands out as the lightest. That's the 3B. That's really odd. Okay, this is the 8B. Get it in focus there. All right. Okay, the 8B is smooth, though I guess the jury's out as far as it being, you know, a dark 8B. I find this strange. Okay. This is the 6B. The 8B is giving me the same weird scratch clay feeling as the 3B, and I can hear it too as well. But it's like the pencil is sliding across the top of the graphite here, so it's like it's not adding any more to it. But the 8B is a disappointment. If you take a look, the 8B is lighter than the 6B. What in the world? Now that's all at a light touch. You know, just hold it in the back and you know, like how I would do normal shading. Let me go ahead and label these because we're getting kind of long here. But I mean, what in the world is going on here? But that's just shading. Just glide that pencil over and it just feels weird. I could just immediately, just like the 3B, the 8B, I could feel it. I could just feel it when I'm drawing that there's something not right. And then sure enough, the final result confirms the feeling that I have. So if I was blindfolded, I could tell you, well, this one feels softer than this other one. And well, anyway, here's the last one, and that's the 9B pencil. And I certainly hope that we get a better sensation out of that thing, I guess, or actually better depth of color. So it should be a darker tone than the rest of these. Let's see if that happens to be the case. Okay, right off the bat, I could feel it smooth. Feels good quality there. I have high hopes for this one. I don't know how dark it's going to come, if it's going to be darker than the 6B, but it feels smooth. I'm not feeling that weird clay scratch feeling that the 8B and the 3B gave me, and both of those I feel failed pretty badly. And as long as I can draw and it feels like it's adding graphite here, that's good too. So I'm glad about that, because I could still do that here with this 9B. Okay, and this is just plain, what do you call it, just gliding, holding it in the far back here and just gliding it on here. All right, and with the 9B, take a look, get it out of the glare as best I can. But you can see the 9B is definitely darker than the 8B and the 6B. The 6B looks darker than the 8B. The 6B is darker than the 4B, which is darker than these two, of course, but the 2B looks darker than the 3B. So the 3B and the 8B were kind of disappointing, but that's with just regular shading. Now I'm going to actually put a little pressure on it and see what I can get out of it. And of course, I can make a 2B as dark as a 9B by putting pressure, but you also going to get some nasty glare. But I just want to kind of see how they come out by using a little more pressure. So we'll start with the 2B. And then we'll go with the 3B. And then the 4B. Oh, that's a real nice one. Okay, and then the 6B. Oh, and that's really a nice one. That's just like butter. And the 8B. It's all right. And the 9B. Oh, yes. Okay. And, of course, that's going to be somewhat revealing as well. Again, the 2B is darker than the 3B here. The 4B gets a little darker. 6B really came on strong. 8B now backed off. See, 8B is not as depth as 6B, and 9B kills them all. So that's conclusive, folks. The 3B and 8B are thumbs down. And that means that we have a quality control issue. It wasn't just one pencil, but 2 pencils out of 6 pencils. What is that? 2, 6? That's 33.33% of the pencils are whack in this Fantasia Artist Premium Sketching pencils. 6 sketching pencils. That's my review of this sketch set. I'm disappointed in that the quality control is just not there. And as far as those other pencils, I think they're just wonderful. I think they're smooth. I think they live up to what they're supposed to do. This could have been a fantastic drawing set had the 3B and the 8B done their thing like the other pencils. But hey, you know, depending on the price, you decide whether it's something that you'd want to purchase. But there you go. I hope you like this review. If so, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate those. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. So important, because when I come out with new videos, you get informed. Oh, and click that little bell symbol thing. Otherwise, even though I'm going to send out a video and you're subscribed, sometimes you won't get notified by YouTube unless you also click the bell. All right, well, thanks again. See you in the next video.